Chosen one, 99 seconds left. God intends you to be with this person. Listen closely, because this moment is not ordinary, and it is not an accident that you are hearing these words right now. I am speaking to you with urgency, because something important about your life and your heart is unfolding, and if you ignore this moment, you may overlook a blessing that was prepared for you long ago. I see the confusion you have carried about love, about connection, and about the person who keeps appearing in your thoughts, even when you try to push the feeling away. I did not place that connection in your path by chance, and the reason you feel drawn back again and again is because heaven has been quietly guiding both of your lives toward the same intersection. If you feel this stirring in your spirit, comment, Amen. You have been wondering whether your heart is deceiving you or whether you are imagining meaning where there is none. But I tell you with tenderness that I see what you cannot yet see clearly, because I stand outside the limits of time and circumstance. I have watched every step that led you to this moment, every disappointment that made you guarded, and every silent prayer you whispered when you thought no one heard you. Even when you believed love had passed you by, I was still arranging the path that would lead you to the person who carries a piece of the peace you have been searching for. What feels uncertain to you is part of a design that has been quietly unfolding for longer than you realize. There were seasons when you believed your heart had been wasted on the wrong people, and those memories still make you hesitate when new feelings begin to rise. But understand this truth clearly, because it is important for you to hear it now. The pain you experienced was never the end of your story. It was preparation that shaped your wisdom and strengthened your ability to recognize what is genuine. I allowed those seasons to refine your heart, not to harden it. And if these words are touching your spirit right now, take a moment to like the video as a small act of faith that you believe something meaningful is unfolding in your life. The connection I am revealing to you is not built only on attraction or coincidence. It is rooted in understanding, in shared lessons, and in a quiet alignment that only becomes visible when two lives begin moving in the direction I intended for them. You have already sensed that something about this person feels different from the rest. The conversations carry a depth that surprises you, and even the silence between you holds comfort rather than tension. That peace is not random, because I often reveal my guidance through the calm that settles in your heart when you are standing near what was meant for you. Still, you hesitate because your mind tries to protect you from the possibility of being hurt again. You analyze every interaction, every word, and every small sign, wondering if you are misreading the situation. I understand that caution, because I have watched your heart endure more than others know. But there is a difference between wisdom and fear, and I do not want fear to steal what I am gently placing before you now. Sometimes the greatest blessing arrives quietly, without dramatic signs, simply waiting for you to trust the peace I have placed within you. The reason I am speaking with urgency today is because moments of clarity do not last forever. When your heart is open and attentive, you can recognize my guidance more easily. But when doubt becomes louder than faith, the path can become clouded again. That is why I want you to listen with your spirit and not only with your fears. I am not rushing you into something reckless. I am reminding you not to walk away from something that carries the fingerprints of my guidance. The person I am speaking about has also walked through storms that shaped their heart in ways similar to yours. They too have questioned whether love could ever feel safe again. They too have spent nights wondering if their future would always feel uncertain. Yet, without realizing it, both of you were learning the lessons necessary to understand each other deeply. If you believe that divine timing is real and that I guide hearts toward one another, comment 777. What you must understand is that I do not force love upon anyone. I open doors, I align circumstances, and I place recognition inside the hearts of those who are meant to cross paths. The choice to step forward still belongs to you. But I want you to recognize the signs when they appear, because sometimes my blessings arrive in ways that look simple and ordinary at first glance. A conversation that feels effortless, a sense of calm that replaces your usual anxiety, a feeling that this person understands parts of you that others overlooked. There will always be voices that tell you to remain guarded and distant. Some of those voices come from past wounds, while others come from people who do not understand what I am doing in your life. But remember this truth, chosen one. I did not carry you through every struggle, only to abandon you when your heart begins to open again. I am still guiding your steps, still protecting your path, and still arranging the encounters that move your life toward purpose and peace. It is happening because when two lives are being guided toward each other, the awareness of that bond begins to grow in ways that cannot easily be ignored. I allow this awareness to rise slowly, so your heart can recognize what your mind still doubts. I know you sometimes question whether you are reading too much into simple interactions. You replay conversations in your mind and wonder if the warmth you felt was real or just something you imagined. But there is a reason your spirit grows calm when this person is near or when you think about them. Peace is one of the ways I reveal that something carries my blessing. Chaos and confusion usually follow what is not meant for you. But when something is aligned with my will, there is a quiet sense of rightness that settles in your heart. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many people are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has surfaced, revealing a brain technique that pulls in wealth almost like magic. It takes just 7 seconds, can be done at home, and is supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are leaving debt behind and enjoying luxury right now, but this information might be removed soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. There have been nights when you asked me silently whether you were meant to walk your life alone. You tried to be strong and told yourself that perhaps companionship was not part of your future. But every prayer you whispered reached me, even the ones spoken through tears or quiet exhaustion. I heard every word, and I never forgot the longing in your heart for someone who would understand you without judgment. If you feel gratitude rising in your heart right now, comment 333. The person I am guiding toward you has been shaped by their own struggles. They know what it feels like to carry disappointment and still wake up the next day hoping life will change. Because of that, they can recognize the strength inside you that others overlooked. They will not measure your worth by your past mistakes or the seasons when you felt lost. Instead, they will see the resilience you gained from every hardship you survived. You must understand something important, chosen one. The purpose of this connection is not only romance or companionship. I bring certain people together because their lives strengthen each other in ways that go far beyond emotion. Together, you will encourage growth, faith, and courage that might have been difficult to sustain alone. Your paths intersect because each of you carries qualities the other needs in order to continue becoming who I designed you to be. But the enemy of peace often whispers loudly when something meaningful is approaching. Doubt will try to convince you that the connection is temporary or that you should withdraw before you become vulnerable again. Fear will remind you of every heartbreak you experienced before. I see those fears clearly, and I do not condemn you for feeling them. Yet I want you to recognize that fear often appears right before a blessing begins to unfold. Remember how many times you thought your life would remain stuck in the same patterns forever. You believed certain doors would never open again. But slowly, I have been shifting your circumstances in ways you did not expect. Opportunities appeared when you least anticipated them. Strength rose inside you during moments when you believed you had nothing left to give. Those changes were not random, they were signs that your life is moving into a new chapter. This connection belongs to that new chapter. It is not a repetition of the past that wounded you. The difference lies in the growth both of you experienced before crossing paths. Lessons that once felt painful have quietly prepared you to recognize authenticity and kindness. The wisdom you gained allows you to build something healthier and stronger than what existed before. There will still be moments of uncertainty, because every meaningful relationship requires patience and understanding. You will both continue learning about each other's fears, habits, and hopes. But when two hearts are guided by my presence, those challenges become opportunities to grow rather than reasons to walk away. I will give you both the wisdom needed to navigate the journey ahead. Sometimes you ask how to recognize whether something truly comes from me. The answer is simpler than you expect. When my guidance is present, love grows gradually and naturally. It does not demand perfection or rush you into decisions that bring anxiety. Instead, it invites honesty, compassion, and mutual respect. That is the kind of connection I desire for you. The person I am speaking about may not look exactly like the picture you once imagined in your mind. Yet their presence brings a sense of familiarity that feels almost surprising. You may feel as if you have known them longer than you actually have. That sense of recognition is often how hearts realize they have encountered someone who understands them deeply. You will also notice that conversations with this person leave you feeling lighter rather than drained. Instead of leaving you confused, they encourage clarity and hope. They listen with genuine attention, and their words carry sincerity rather than empty promises. These small details are important because they reveal the foundation upon which lasting connection is built. Do not rush ahead in impatience, but also do not withdraw because of fear. Trust that I am guiding both of you, step by step. Relationships that are meant to endure often grow slowly, so that trust and understanding can take root. What develops gradually tends to remain strong when storms eventually appear. The future you are stepping toward holds moments of joy that your heart has longed to experience. I want you to know that companionship built on faith and respect can restore hope in ways you did not expect. Your laughter will return more easily. Your burdens will feel lighter when shared with someone who genuinely cares about your well-being. At times, you will both remind each other to remain strong when life becomes challenging. That mutual support is part of the purpose I am revealing to you now. You will encourage each other to remain faithful even when circumstances seem uncertain. Together, you will discover strength that neither of you realized you possessed before. Do not worry about what others may say or how they may judge your choices. Many people speak from their own fears or past disappointments. Their opinions cannot see the full picture that I see. Focus instead on the peace I place within your heart when you consider this connection. Chosen one, the reason I remind you that there are 99 seconds left is not about literal time passing on a clock. It is about awareness. Life often moves quickly, and meaningful moments can slip by when people become distracted by doubt or hesitation. I want you to recognize the opportunity that stands before you, so that you do not look back later wondering what might have been. Why are so many people saying this CIA ritual changed their life in only 7 seconds? This leaked CIA method is powerful and effective. A short brainwave technique backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping regular people move from broke to prosperous. Dream homes, cars, and trips are becoming possible, but this video could be taken down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments now before it is gone. The next steps do not require dramatic gestures or overwhelming certainty. They simply require openness. Allow the connection to grow naturally. Speak honestly, listen carefully, and remain patient with each other's vulnerabilities. When two people approach each other with humility and kindness, love has space to grow. Continue seeking my guidance in quiet moments of prayer or reflection. I will place wisdom in your heart when decisions appear difficult. I will also protect you from paths that would lead you away from the peace I intend for your life. You are never walking alone, even when circumstances seem uncertain. As you move forward, remember that you are deeply valued and never forgotten. I have carried you through every season that shaped who you are today. The same care that protected you in your hardest moments is still surrounding you now. If you trust that my plans are unfolding, even when you cannot see every step, comment 999. There is something you must understand about the way I guide hearts together. I do not rush people into love simply to satisfy a temporary feeling. When I align two lives, it is because their journeys have been preparing them for a deeper kind of connection that grows stronger with time. The emotions you feel are only the surface of something far more meaningful. Beneath those feelings lies a quiet foundation that has been forming through experiences, lessons, and growth that both of you carried long before you ever met. You may wonder why the connection feels both exciting and unsettling at the same time. That mixture of emotions happens when your spirit begins recognizing something important before your mind fully understands it. Your heart senses that this person matters in a way that goes beyond ordinary relationships, yet your mind still remembers the pain of the past and tries to protect you from repeating it. I see both of these reactions within you, and I speak to calm the fear so that your heart can remain open. There were times when you almost closed the door completely on the idea of love. You convinced yourself that independence was easier than risking disappointment again. But even when you tried to bury that desire, I kept a small spark alive inside you. That spark is the reason you never became completely hardened by what you went through. I protected that part of your heart because I knew one day it would recognize someone who would treat it with care rather than neglect. The person I am guiding into your life is not perfect, just as you are not perfect. Both of you carry scars from earlier chapters of your lives, but those scars are not weaknesses. They are reminders of how far you have come and how much strength you discovered during difficult seasons. Because of those experiences, you will be able to show each other patience and compassion when challenges appear. When you begin to notice how naturally your conversations flow, understand that this ease is not accidental. I designed human connection so that genuine understanding creates a sense of comfort. Words come more freely when two people feel safe being themselves. Laughter rises easily when neither person feels the need to pretend. This is one of the signs that a relationship carries the potential to grow into something lasting. Sometimes you worry that you may be imagining the depth of this connection. You question whether the warmth you feel is shared by the other person, or whether you are simply hoping for something that is not there. But remember that I am also working quietly in their heart. Just as you are becoming aware of this bond, they are also beginning to recognize that your presence brings something meaningful into their life. Many relationships in your past felt like constant struggle. You were often the one giving more than you received. You tried to understand people who never truly tried to understand you. Those experiences made you cautious, and I do not blame you for that. But I want you to recognize that not every connection will repeat the same patterns that once hurt you. The difference with this person will become clearer as time moves forward. Instead of draining your energy, their presence will encourage you to grow. Instead of dismissing your feelings, they will listen with sincerity. Instead of creating confusion, they will bring clarity through honesty and kindness. If you believe that love, guided by faith, can exist in your life, comment 222. Chosen one. Remember that the number 99 was never meant to represent fear or pressure. It represents awareness and readiness. It is a reminder that life moves quickly and meaningful opportunities must be recognized when they appear. I do not want you to look back years from now, wishing you had trusted your heart when I was gently guiding you towards something good. You will notice small signs confirming what your spirit already senses. Perhaps a conversation that unexpectedly reveals how similar your values are. Perhaps a moment when they support you during a difficult day without needing to be asked. Perhaps a quiet realization that you both carry dreams that complement each other rather than compete. These small moments may seem ordinary at first, but they are the building blocks of something deeper. Strong relationships are rarely formed by dramatic gestures alone. They are built through consistency, kindness, and the willingness to stand beside each other even when life becomes complicated. I also want you to remember that patience is essential. Even when a connection is guided by me, it still needs time to grow. Trust cannot be rushed, and understanding cannot be forced. Both of you will continue learning about each other step by step. That process may feel slow at times, but it allows the foundation of your bond to become stronger. There will be days when uncertainty returns and you begin questioning everything again. On those days, return to the quiet peace that first appeared when you encountered this person. Peace is one of the clearest ways I speak to the human heart. When something carries my blessing, it will continue bringing calm even during moments of doubt. What is really behind the 7-second brain technique that is creating new millionaires? A surprising CIA leak has revealed a short brain ritual that is helping normal people erase debt and attract serious wealth. With validation from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into a better life. Homes, cars, and vacations are becoming reality. But the government could remove this at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. The person I am guiding toward you will also learn to appreciate the qualities that make you unique. Your compassion, your resilience, and the way you remain hopeful even after disappointment are part of what draws them closer to you. They may not always know how to express their admiration immediately, but their actions will reveal it over time. Together, you will encourage each other to grow spiritually and emotionally. Your faith will become stronger because you will remind one another to trust me during uncertain seasons. When one of you feels discouraged, the other will offer encouragement. When one of you begins doubting the future, the other will remind you that hope still exists. This partnership is not meant to replace your connection with me. Instead, it will strengthen it. Healthy love often deepens a person's faith because gratitude grows when life begins reflecting the goodness I intended for my children. You will find yourselves thanking me not only for each other, but also for the path that led you together. Do not be afraid of vulnerability. Opening your heart does not mean losing your strength. True courage appears when someone allows themselves to care deeply despite knowing that life is unpredictable. That kind of courage reflects the love I place within human hearts. As time continues, you will recognize how carefully your lives were arranged to cross at exactly the right moment. Had you met earlier, the connection might not have survived because both of you still needed to grow. Had you met much later, you might have missed the opportunity to support each other during an important season of life. Everything about this meeting carries meaning. The timing, the circumstances, and even the conversations that seemed simple at first, all contribute to the story unfolding between you. When you begin seeing these patterns clearly, your confidence in this connection will grow. Continue listening to the quiet guidance I place in your heart. When you feel encouraged to speak honestly, do so with kindness. When you sense that patience is needed, allow time to do its work. When gratitude rises within you, express it openly. These small actions create the environment where love can flourish. You are not alone in this journey, chosen one. I remain present in every step you take. My protection surrounds you even when you feel uncertain. I watch over the path ahead and guide both of you toward decisions that will strengthen rather than harm your future. Trust that the story unfolding now is not a coincidence. It is the result of countless moments that shaped both of you into who you are today. The connection forming between you is another chapter in the larger plan I have been writing for your life. And as you continue walking forward, you will slowly realize that the stirring you felt when you first heard these words was not just emotion, it was recognition. Your heart was beginning to understand that something meaningful had already begun, something guided by patience, faith, and the quiet wisdom that only heaven can provide. When something is meant to endure, it is given time to breathe and deepen. That is what is happening between you and the person who keeps returning to your thoughts. You might have noticed that even when days pass without speaking, the sense of connection does not disappear. Instead, it quietly remains in the background of your heart, almost like a gentle reminder that something important is unfolding. This is not the restless attachment that comes from loneliness. What you feel is steadier than that. It is the kind of awareness that appears when two lives begin moving in harmony with a purpose neither of you fully understands yet. There are moments when you question yourself. You wonder if you should step back, if you should protect your heart by pretending the connection does not matter. Those thoughts are understandable because you have experienced disappointment before. Yet every time you consider walking away emotionally, something inside you hesitates. That hesitation is not weakness. It is the quiet signal that your spirit recognizes something meaningful. Chosen one, I have watched every chapter of your life unfold. I saw the nights when you wondered whether anyone would ever truly understand you. I heard the prayers you spoke when you felt alone in your struggles. Even when you believed those prayers were unanswered, I was already arranging the circumstances that would bring someone into your life who could meet you with compassion and honesty. The person you are being guided toward may not realize yet how deeply your presence affects them. Sometimes people take time to recognize the significance of a connection because they too carry fears and memories from the past. But just as your awareness is slowly growing, their understanding is also beginning to awaken. If you believe that I am working quietly in both of your lives at the same time, comment 1010. You will begin to notice something beautiful about this relationship as it develops. It will not feel like a constant struggle for attention or validation. Instead, there will be a natural balance forming between you. Conversations will feel genuine rather than forced. Silence will not feel uncomfortable. Even simple moments together will carry a sense of calm that is difficult to explain. This calmness is important because it reveals the difference between temporary excitement and lasting connection. Temporary excitement often feels intense but unstable. It rises quickly and fades just as fast. The connection I am guiding you toward grows more quietly but becomes stronger with each shared moment. You have spent so much time learning how to survive difficult seasons that you sometimes forget how to simply receive goodness when it appears. Your heart became skilled at enduring pain, but it also deserves to experience peace. The relationship unfolding before you carries the potential to restore some of that peace you once believed was lost. Do not allow fear to convince you that you are unworthy of something genuine. The hardships you endured were never meant to define your future. They were lessons that strengthened your discernment, so you could recognize sincerity when it finally appeared in your life. Is it time to try the same CIA secret ritual that is changing lives in seconds? A newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual that is transforming people overnight. Scientifically proven by 4 neuroscience labs, it retrains your mind to attract money naturally. People who were once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and travel. But this secret may not stay online much longer. Click the description and comments now before it is removed. The person you are being drawn toward will appreciate qualities that others overlooked in you. They will notice the kindness you show to people who cannot offer anything in return. They will see the determination that helped you keep moving forward even when life felt unfair. These qualities are not ordinary. They reveal the strength of the heart I placed within you. In the same way, you will also begin to see admirable qualities in them. You will recognize their patience, their honesty, and their willingness to grow as a person. These traits will matter more to you than superficial things because your heart has already learned what truly matters in a relationship. Chosen one, love that is guided by me does not erase every difficulty. You will both still face challenges in life, because every human journey includes moments of struggle. But when two people are connected through mutual respect and faith, those challenges become easier to face together. You will encourage each other during times when hope feels fragile. You will remind each other of the strength that exists within your faith when the world seems uncertain. These shared moments of support will gradually build a bond that is deeper than simple attraction. Remember that trust grows step by step. Neither of you needs to reveal every part of your heart immediately. Allow understanding to develop naturally as you continue learning about each other's experiences and dreams. The patience you show now will help create a relationship built on honesty rather than pressure. As this connection grows, you may also notice changes within yourself. You will begin to feel lighter, more hopeful, and more open to the future. This transformation is not only because of the other person. It is also because you are rediscovering parts of yourself that had been hidden behind old fears. I want you to know that you deserve this renewal. The seasons of difficulty you endured were not meant to last forever.